Hey everyone, today we're going to be changing the oil on our Honda Foreman 450. It's going to be the same process for the Foreman 400s, and even the Rancher 350s will be similar, but they do have a separate oil fill plug, so be aware of that. No matter what machine you're working on, make sure you reference your model specific owners or service manual throughout the process. And for oil, we're just using this Tusk 4-stroke oil change kit. It makes the job real easy. Let's go ahead and jump into it. To get this done, we have 8 and 17 millimeter sockets. I've got a torque wrench, rags, safety glasses, a drain pan, some contact cleaner to help wipe up any oil residue once we're done. And that 4-stroke oil change kit from Tusk comes with your choice of oil, some rubber gloves, you've got the oil filter, crush washer, a funnel, and this little sticker that helps keep track of your maintenance intervals. Now, if you need any of the maintenance items, you can find them on our website. Just click the link in the description below. To start out, you want to get your engine warmed up. That way the oil is going to drain a little bit easier. So we're going to run this in a well-ventilated area for a few minutes, then shut it off. And just so you guys know, you should be doing this oil change at least every 600 miles, or if you're not hitting those miles, do this at least once a year, or if that oil on your dipstick looks dirty, get it changed out. Now we can slide a pan underneath the drain plug, which is located on the center of the engine. Then we're going to use a 17 millimeter socket to loosen and remove that drain plug. Now on the right side of the engine, we have that oil filter cover. So I've moved the drain pan so it's still catching from our drain plug, but it's underneath that cover as well. We're going to remove these 3 bolts. Now I do want to point out that some of these covers are going to have a little plastic cover over them, and you can see there's 2 mounting locations. Looks like ours has been broken off a long time ago. So we're just taking out these 3 bolts with our 8 millimeter socket. So we're going to let that drain out for a second. I'm going to remove this oil filter. Just be aware that there is a spring right behind it. You don't want to lose that. So next I'm going to wipe down the sealing surface for that oil filter cover. You want to take a look at that O-ring. If it's really flattened out, you want to get it replaced. Same thing with the O-ring on the cover. And if it's really dirty inside, make sure you wipe that out. You can even spray it off with a little contact cleaner. Then on the drain plug, we're going to replace that crush washer. Now you can see this one really isn't that bad, but a lot of times these get flattened out and mushroomed out, and then they don't seal that well. And sometimes when people put them back in, once they're too far gone, they'll over tighten this, trying to get it to seal and damage the threads in the crankcase. So it's always a good idea to get that replaced with a new one. So that O-ring's looking good on the cover. We're ready to install this new filter. You want to get just a little bit of oil on your finger, put it on the rubber grommet. The rubber grommet, this always faces the outside of the machine. So what we're going to do right now, I'm just going to stick this onto the little flange on our cover, just like that. Then we'll set this spring back into place and install the cover. I like to just press on that, make sure the spring is in the right position, which it is. Then we'll reinstall the bolts, and we're going to torque these to 7 foot-pounds. Next, you want to clean that sealing surface for your drain plug. We'll install it and torque it to 18 foot-pounds. And if you had any oil residue on any of your parts, you can use a little contact cleaner on a rag and wipe that off. Now on the left side of the machine, we're going to remove the dipstick and wipe it off. And wipe off that sealing surface as well. Be careful not to drop any dirt down in there. Then I'm going to use this supplied funnel to add 2.2 quarts of oil. So we're just going to add just over 2 quarts and then run the machine for a couple minutes and then check that level on the dipstick. You want to let the engine sit for 2 to 3 minutes after you've ran it. Then we'll double check this level. So you want to start by wiping that off, and when you check it, the dipstick just sits in there. We'll pull that back out, and you either want to be in the middle of the grid or the upper end. So we're at that upper level, but if you are not in that range, you want to add or remove oil until you are. So that's how you change the oil on your Honda Foreman 400 or 450. Again, this process will apply to a lot of the Honda utility ATVs that are air-cooled. But if you have any questions, leave those down in the comments below. And if you need any service parts or maintenance items for your ATV, you can find those on our website. Just click the link in the description below. We offer free shipping on orders over $75. So take advantage of that and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.